Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU and this is of course Dungeon of the Endless and most assuredly the last part of our video mini-series. I say this because either way, no matter what happens, I'll either lose in this videocast and then I'll end the series as the direct result because it has been long enough, or I'll actually win this level and then there will be nothing else because Alpha has only 4 levels, and once we travel to level number 5 we just beat the Alpha per se. So no matter what happens in this videocast we end it, and I'm going to continue recording for as long as it takes, although I do not think it will take more than half an hour, so prepare for fun. Yeah, prepare for fun during this half an hour. I was going to say something way more epic, but my tongue and brain failed me yet again. So now, one little detail before I go ahead, select Arcane and open this door. There's a slight issue by the fact that, yeah, our crystal is right there. We have 4 level 6 heroes, which is nice, but the enemy will be able to spawn all around the area of our defense hub, and while this defense hub is reasonably decent, I mean, that's have 3 minor turrets, it has a major turret, it is able to slow down the enemies, and if everything else goes bad, I can always try and defend in this area before the enemies actually reach the crystal room. All good, right? Well, not really, because if the enemies will go if the enemies spawn in those 2 rooms adjacent to this room, then I'll have quite a bit of a pickle dealing with them. And if I open this door and there will be another useless room and I will not get any dust from this battle, then the enemies will have even more rooms around this area that they will be able to spawn in and just horribly murder me. This is the concern. However, as I said, I am only 2 dust from gaining another PAN module, and if I do gain it, I'll just PAN one of those 2 rooms, and thus it will be a little bit easier for me to defend this area. Right now, however, I think that there is a very big probability of the enemy spawning not in any of those 3 rooms, because I have discussed so many of those rooms that it's more likely that the enemies would just spawn in random areas. I of course don't know the randomness of the code per se. I do not know what are the odds of enemies spawning in room, like for example in this room, compared to the odds of the enemy spawning in this room. I'm not sure if it is equal or not. I guess I'll have to look it up one day. That's just something to note in mind. So anyway, how about we open our first door for today? And I'm not sure if you know this, but I am actually really pumped for today. Just because, yeah, this video is going to end, but we've had fun with it. And actually, judging by your feedback, you enjoyed it as well. Now here's a problem. As I feared, I discarded this room and gained no dust. So it's more and more likely that the enemies will spawn over here in this general area and try and overwhelm me. Still, it's reasonably okay, controllable per se. I could move my heroes to stand in the dark rooms. I probably should actually do that now that I think about it. But okay, so 5 waves incoming. They all coming from the same directions though, so it's not really all that problematic. I will have to power those 2 rooms, and I'll most assuredly have to move every single one of my heroes into this room because this will get quite hectic quite fast. So I'm about to fast enemies making their way instantly through, and I can already see that this is going to be a very big wave. Crystals are going to destroy all my minor turrets, I think. It looks likely, but my heroes are also doing reasonably well at killing the enemies. That's because those crystal guys were very scary in their own right, like to prioritize the Lana module and as a result leave my heroes alone. So those crystals are going to destroy all my turrets. That is fine actually. I don't mind this one, not one bit. This is why I made those minor modules, so that they would separate the enemy waves into, well, multiple waves, instead of just forcing me to fight all those guys at once, which could have been problematic. So this turret is going to fall. I could save it. I didn't, because I'm an evil person, I guess. So I guess there's no reason not to move my heroes back to their original positions now. I'll power those 2 rooms. And as such, the wave is beaten and I have 51 dust, which is really nice. I can now power this room and not be worried too much about it. I'll keep those rooms unpowered mostly, or I'll power it for now just to remake those defenses. And mostly, hey, no, people, get back over here. Thank you. So the thing is, I do want to keep those rooms unpowered and this room powered because, actually, first of all, I do want to make some defenses over here. And in fact, I'm thinking about making one Tesla as well. Just, I don't know, maybe I should warm up to the idea of Teslas. I so far have only been using them because I like the name Tesla. That's because I really like Tesla, as in the guy, you know, historical figure. but other than that, I do not really like the compromise between rate of fire and damage on Tesla. So maybe I'll grow up. Maybe I'll not grow up. I don't know what else to try to say. It doesn't even matter. So far, so good. We haven't had too many problems. Let's continue exploring north, I guess. Dead end. That's what I was hoping for, to be honest, because I don't want to go too far north. Because screen scrolling is a thing, and I want to avoid it. Enemy spot over here. Go figure. It is nothing too bad, however. I'll just have to unpad those other rooms, repair those rooms, move my heroes over here. I'm kind of thinking about leaving my people up to the north. I mean, I have so much industry and so much food that I do not really need to work on those modules, especially since it is the last floor. And having one of my heroes stay over here in dark rooms, preventing the enemies from spawning, could be a benefit, and at least would save me some scrolling time, which is a time wasted no matter how you look at this. I mean, this game has amazing graphics, and I love just watching them as I'm scrolling through. But at the same time, it is some time that is, technically speaking, still being wasted, and I'd rather not have you, my dear viewers, waste your time watching my videocast, because they're here for your entertainment and amusement, not for your boredom. If I can say so like this, whatever. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna put... First of all, I have so much industry to, you know, ban, I might as well uninstall those two major modules. Install the food module over here. Unpower this room, repair this room, install the industry module over here. And what I'm going to do is walk all people over here. Now, it will most likely be efficient, the fact that I made this industry module over here, because we only opened 19 doors so far. Last time when I was on level 4, I'm pretty certain I had to open 50 doors before I found the exit. I think. I'm not too sure about it, I don't remember honestly, but this number, this 50 doors number, is just up there in my head. I could be mistaken, but I think it took me 50 doors to find the exit. Of course, it's not always the same amount of doors you need to find to it's not always the same amount of doors you need to open in order to find the exit, but it's usually around the same number per se. I cannot tell you exactly what the algorithm for this is. It is over there in the game files. I could look it up, but I'm too lazy to do that. I'm sorry. So Sarah is going to stay in this room, preventing any spawns in there, making this room a little bit safer for all people concerned, and O'Kane is just going to explore this area as he was before. Actually, who does have more wit, Tiny or Sarah? I think Sarah should have more because she's Sarah, so yeah, indeed Sarah has more wit, so she's gonna stay in here, Tiny's gonna wander over there, and that's how, I don't know what wit gives me when operating LAN, honestly. I should look it up one day, but it's kind of, you know, a little bit tough to look up LAN module. I actually think I did try to look it up, I couldn't find any information on it. I guess I should go into game code, but it requires work. Okay, so 5 web spawned, nothing new, nihil novi. Let's just move all my heroes back over here, and I'm sorry I have to macro, but I do want to win if at all possible, and I think you can relate to that if you ever play this game yourselves or just watched enough YouTube videos of it. Because, you know, it's kind of a big deal, and now the enemies are rolling through all possible areas and sides and directions and whatnot. And I think I'm going to use this pad to just have this room pad for the future so that there will be less micromanagement. Alright, so there's a ton of enemies heading this way. I'm thinking about using a ability, just one for now. Yeah, let's use Psycho Killer. I'm willing to use one ability to make the enemies die a little bit more quickly. I still have so much health, it's going to be more or less okay. And my turrets really did a very good job at separating those floating crystals. I mean, they are very weak in terms of their stats, those crystal thingies. But in large numbers, and they started spawning in large numbers recently, if you noticed, those could be a threat, or at least, the most important thing is, they would be a target for my heroes. So my heroes would potentially not target a more damaging and threatening mob, and instead target those floating crystals, whereas right now, they don't do that because those crystals are simply busy doing other things. So, by all means, I think it's a positive thing in the end. Alright, unpower this room, repower this room in the south. I'm pretty sure Tiny cannot repair motors. Can he? No, he cannot. He can only operate them. So Sarah, you repair this area. I'm pretty sure you can repair. Yes, indeed you can. Also gaining a bit of dust as a direct result. And you will just go back into operating this module. Wow, Max is going to go over there. First of all, repair this turret. Make another Tesla. I think it... I actually kinda... I'm not sure if I liked what it did or not. It's hard to say. It will take some warming up to. Let's just put it this way. I don't really like Teslas. I already said so, but I'm gonna say it again. Alright, so this room, empty. I didn't expect to find anything faster, to be honest. I think I found most of the... Okay, enemies coming. Most of the schematics anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Nobody spawned on the right side area. Oh no, they did spawn over there. Never mind. So, I guess I could power up this room. I don't think it is really all that necessary. I will do it. That's just because I'm lazy doesn't mean I shouldn't power important rooms. So I move all my heroes over there. I lost my track of thought. I forgot what I was trying to say. What I wanted to say more to the point. Oh, right. I wanted not to say anything. I wanted to check what kind of modules I have and what kind of modules I do not have. So let's have a quick look. Because I'm pretty sure... Oh, actually, I have the module that increases the damage of heroes in a room. And I was actually interested. Because it used to be an incredibly overpowered module. You would just make your heroes be absolutely unbeatable in a room. I'm curious if it still works like intended, and on the off chance it does, I want to showcase it to you, because this module that I was unable to get before, because I remember not having it in the last videocast, I think, this module kinda makes the game a bit too easy if you have one hub area where you can just have all your heroes in. So let's uninstall all the minor modules in this room and spend the industry I've got. I still have a ton of industry, mind you. And let's use it on the module that increases the damage potential of all my heroes. So this causes me a bit of industry, yes, but now my heroes are going to pack a hell of a punch! And I had to say this in a high-pitched voice because this is exactly what this is. Now, one more thing. Optimally and ideally, I should just, because I have so much dust and so many rooms I can power at once, at the same time, right now I should power up some more rooms in this area, make some defenses, and just power them up at will whenever I need to, because I have those two rooms that I can always power down, so no enemies will ever spawn there. However, because I'm recording and I don't want to waste your time, I will just play this up to optimally and never unpower those rooms down to the bottom ever again. Because, you know, it takes too much time, and your time is holy in my eyes. So, yeah, that's about it. That's everything I wanted to say. Now, this is a major module right there, and this is a major module right there as well, but there's no way I'm going to be able to hold those major modules. So I'm thinking of just wasting my hero's abilities on not actually operating major modules, because, and again, I'm actually running low on industry right now. I started the flow with 300, right now I only have like half of it. Regardless though, I do not think I need more of it than what I have right now. So, by all means, I'm just going to sit on what industry income I have and just be satisfied. 6 wave spawn, this is where things start to get a little bit hectic, but nevertheless it should still be fine. Also, okay, but how about you actually help your friends? So, what you can probably see right now is that my heroes basically one-shot every enemy that actually manages to come through those other rooms and walk into this room that my heroes are at. I mean, literally, 2 shots so far is all it takes to kill the crystal dudes, guys. I'm pretty sure it only takes like 1 shot to kill everybody else. So, as you can probably tell, those modules are kinda beastly. In fact, you know what? I think I could just make, I don't know, of people to work on industry module, because I don't need him, and Tiny work on this module, because I don't need him either. And just leave Sarah over here should do quite alright. Of course, I'll move my heroes back and forth. I'm not this crazy, this module is not that good. And oh, I just realized that's at the end we found. Which is a little bit of a pickle. We still only opened 22 doors, so the odds of us finding the exit once opening this door are probably 0. So we have to start exploring in this area. And this is where things start to get a little bit tricky, because there are plenty of areas for the enemy mobs to spawn over here. But now I have to start exploring from this area as well. Yeah, this is where things tend to go downhill, because you have to defend multiple areas at the same time. However, I have quite decent rooms that lead to this hub room. And I think if I just make a bunch of turrets, like one high profile turret, I think. Maybe I'll actually make a slow machine over here as well. No, the route between those two doors is fairly small. I don't think it is worth it to make a slowing machine. Instead, I'll just make those weaker turrets over here. So the thing is, in order for the enemies to cross those two rooms, no matter which side they come through, and enter this hub, it will thin them out quite a bit. Also, probably separate some of those guys as well. It will be fine, I think. Because once they enter this room, Sarah and Tiny should have no problems at all killing anything that walks in. They have quite decent attack cooldown. Actually, Tiny doesn't have a good attack cooldown at all, but it is good enough, I guess. Yeah, I'll take it. Well, people in Max O'Kane should be able to handle this room with the defenses currently installed. So, Max, please do the honors by opening the... I like East Wall, so I'm gonna open the west side. I don't know why. It makes little sense either way, but whatever. Let's open it and see what is inside. Hopefully no monsters. Of course monsters were inside, but that's not a very big deal. 5 waves incoming. Well, my heroes on the south should have no problems handling this. So let's just make sure that Tiny is indeed supporting Sarah over there. And I'm pretty sure that nobody did sneak into the crystal room. Also, just because I'm not sure if I trust my heroes as of yet, I'm gonna send Max O'Kane to help a little bit, because add a little bit more firepower is going to be useful. And I almost lost my land module. If I hadn't moved in with my Max O'Kane guy, I think I would have in fact lost my land module. So that's just a little bit something. And okay, those guys dealt with that guy, and more crystal dudes coming in. That's okay. Hey, ignore me, I'm just gonna repair. Oh, I'm not. Never mind. You can actually, by the way, abuse the trick by moving your Sarah hero, because she's so fast, back and forth between the doors in a single room, thus making the enemies absolutely and horribly stacked. This is something I have been doing in the past every now and again, but not too often, because I'm usually too dumb to actually utilize the strategy. Also, it feels a little bit lame, but this should not be a excuse. Alright, I'm gonna use all the power I have to power the rooms on in the south, because I'm a little bit worried about the south. North we've got covered up with very good offensive heroes and some decent set of threats, but this is where the trouble's at. So, of course, enemies spawned in this area, to be expected, but my heroes should handle that without too big of a... without too many issues. And I think, in fact, that I'm going to send Opibot over here as well, just to ease the fight a little bit, but still, with those power modules, I think I should do really okay in killing everything that comes into the system. As a did you see that? This crystal guy couldn't even attack once before actually being killed by my heroes. But this guy actually almost killed my land module. But then again, Opibot is really good at fixing the land module, so yeah. I'm doing really okay. I'm kind of thinking about leaving Opibot up to the top and moving Tiny to the south, because Opibot, the thing that he does is Opibot has a very decent attack cooldown. I mean, it's better than Tiny's. He doesn't have a lot of DPS because he does have a lot of damage, but those modules fix that per se. And Opibot can, in fact, repair land module very efficiently. And I can leave Tiny over here. He will do nicely. I mean, protecting this area. Also, I think I'm gonna leave him in this dark room so that no mobs can spawn over here. So let's open this door. It's not a dead end. I was really hoping it would be, but it was not. So let's just stay here and kill those guys. My heroes are way more powerful than they need to be to handle this. And no waves actually spawn, which is kind of nice. So let's make some low tier defenses over here and open this door as well. And it is a dead end, is it? Yes, it is. That's very nice. So after I have a bit of dust, I'll just be able to power up those rooms and have no problems whatsoever. And even if I do not do so, then it should be relatively okay, just because not many waves can spawn in there at any given time. At the very worst, 3 waves can spawn over here. Tiny and O'Kane can deal with that very easily in my eyes, because those guys can handle 5 or 6 waves and they're still fine. And right now I just realized I have enough dust to power this room as well. I could make some defenses in here, and just because I have a ton of industry, I will. But it's not really my priority per se. So as you can see, this room tends to hold, and that's because, as I said, this path will increase the damage of the heroes in the room combo. I mean, my land module almost fell again, but then again it didn't fail in the end. And also there's a ton of dust lying around in the nearby rooms. So, for a second I thought I lost Sarah, and I was really terrified, but no, I didn't lose her. So there are all of the enemies cleared. Let's have Sarah repair modules, grab some dust, because dust is kinda useful, as you may have figured out by this point in this video series. And let's repair all the defense modules I have that are bothering the unpowered rooms, because it's kinda important. Alright, those things are repaired. Tiny and O'Kane should be able to vent this quite easily now as well. Let's open this door and see what is beyond this. 27 doors, still very far away from opening the exit. But no wave spawn this time, so what I'm... Oh, wait a second. Okay, this guy died. Good. So let's just continue opening this door, see what is beyond this. I should have moved Tiny over here. I still can. And I did, and no wave spawn in fact, so let's just move Tiny in here as well. speed the process of killing the bodies up a little bit, and then I'll open this door as well. Now you might be thinking, wait, if the enemies, quick enemies to call for the crystal spawn over here, they'll just make a beeline for it, and you might be in a little bit of trouble, Pancake. Well, no, because I have the runaway ability on Maxuken, so I can just gamble by not having any heroes in this room at this point in time. Also, actually, wait a second. What I could do that makes more sense is just buy this room. I just realized, so yeah. Okay, this room is obviously empty, some industry in it. Enemies did not spawn. Okay, that's surprising. I guess it's good. And this is a dead end? What? Wait a second, I could swear that the last floor was like 50 doors or something. But I discarded all the dead ends except for this one door which leads to like one room. Seriously? I thought it's 50. I could swear it's 50. Did I just forget the right amount of doors? I guess I have. Wow, that's unexpected. Okay, I guess we are almost finished then, because I've reached a lot of dead ends per se, so yeah, that's a little bit surprising. Anyway, those guys are easily dispatching all the enemies over there, while those guys, well, it's an intimidating amount of mobs coming down my way, yes, but I think I'm doing well enough. In fact, I'm gonna send Max over here, because why shouldn't I? If I sent him any time faster, then I would have saved the land module as well. So yeah, I guess it happens. I guess I could start remaking the land module as well. There's no reason to make it right now, but I'm gonna make it anyway, because I don't like seeing debris in my rooms. I think it's just, you know, it's a habit of repairing things that you lost. It's not like it matters, as I said, because we are about to finish this game, and is what's really at the end? I cannot believe it. Really, really strange. I could swear it was 50. What was... strange. I guess it's a little bit embarrassing if it doesn't even go up to 50, but I could swear it was 50. Strange. Anyway, I'm gonna power this room, as I said, and yeah, Max, how about you actually go up there and open this door, which might incidentally lead to the exit, because yeah, there will be like probably more than one. That's the last door. There has to be exit over here. There's not? Wait a second. Exit? Did I? Wait a second. I do not see a thing that is not a dead end. There are dead ends everywhere. Oh! Okay, I'm blind. There was the one door to the south that I never did open. Ouch, this is going to hurt me a lot because I had the perfect room for the exit. But I opened the door, so it's not going to spawn in there. Ouch, yeah. I knew it was 50, I knew I'm not that wrong. But apparently I wasn't also smart enough to actually question my mental stability a bit further. Which is slightly annoying. Alright then, this room then, it's relatively long. Let's try Tesla again, why not? I still don't trust it, but I'll try it, I guess. And Max again is going to continue opening doors. This area is relatively safe, although it is getting quite dangerous as we go along. So those modules should be there, and I'm going to also install some modules in there. It's still going to be not much, unfortunately. So yeah, I need 2 heroes over there. They need to hold this fort, and I don't think without those heroes I will be able to do so. I could create land modules in those rooms and just make them suck at the damage from the big crystal dudes, separating the enemy waves even further. But those things are expensive actually, and I don't think it's worth it as of yet. So, I mean right now, not as of yet. So let's not do that. Okay, Max, okay, continue exploring. And of course, now that I destroyed my ideal room for the exit, I found the exit. 32 doors. This game is troubling me. I thought it's 50, I really did. Oh well, I guess there's no point in complaining, is there? I'm still doing reasonably fine, and I'm about to beat the game. Okay, now this video guys was a video guys that went by the title of Ultimate Confusion and possibly some trolling action. I don't think, I mean, on the one hand, I could swear last time I beat level 4 it was at 50 doors. On the other hand, I could be totally wrong, because right now 32 doors and the exit could be either extremely lucky or just extremely lucky, or just, I don't know. It's still kind of surprising. So, it is the last level of the alpha. There's no reason to dawdle for any longer. I just have to get my hero to this room. As simple as that. So, I'm pairing something, probably those two rooms. Actually, this room I'm gonna keep out just because I like it. It's a nice room, isn't it? But this room, I'll let the enemy spawn in there. Why not? Have a little bit of a challenge since there's no challenge in a gathering. In moving this crystal to the exit right now because the exit is so close by. I cannot believe it's already 32. That's it. Are we on level 4? It feels like level 3. Whatever, maybe I got confused. Maybe. Still, it was really easy. So all I have to do is move all my non-Sarah heroes to this room because the enemies will only be able to walk through here in order to get to Sarah because all the other rooms are powered up. So, yeah. Let's do this, shall we? So actually, I feel like giving the enemy a fighting chance. I'm gonna stand here with my crystal, do nothing, and see how it goes. See how long I can hold out. Because why not end this video cast with a bang? Now this is a sudden decision that I made on a moment's notice. If I knew this was going to happen, I would probably power more of the runes in the vicinity up to have a bit more of a fighting chance. But I'm still doing reasonably fine. What I also could have done is made those supporting modules over here, and I think I'm gonna do it just because I want to see how long I can hold my ground, and there are only 3 modules in here anyway. I just realized. Whatever. Let's do make them. It will take a while, but it's fine. Sarah took a little bit of a beating, that's fine. We can heal her up. This is such a big gamble, but I'm taking it anyway because I can. Alright, I think it's time to activate the Cycle Killer. We're taking quite a bit of a beating. Let's heal everybody up to full. We have so much food. Oh, wow! Sarah! No. Sarah, you were almost dead. Yeah, let's keep fighting. Keep fighting, man. You can do it. You can hold out. Yeah, the enemy is actually being ridiculous right now. So Sarah is still alive. My other heroes are as well. And yeah, I think it's time to go to the exit right now. I've been here long enough. Holy Toledo. Okay, everybody else bailed to this room. And I almost won. Let's make sure nobody dies because, you know, that's how we rule. And we won. Well, that was interesting. So we have beaten the alpha. Congratulations for finishing the early access alpha version of Dungeons of the Endless. Was I recording this? Yes, I was. Okay, good. I was for a second really afraid. So, this is just the beginning, as we'll be regularly updating the game with awesome new content until it's released. To make the game the best it can be, please take some time to give us your feedback on our Games Together platform. Guys, another thing I need to stress out what my opinion on Dungeons of the Endless is. You know me. 1, I really like this game. B, I am a little bit biased towards Amplitude Studios. I really like them. So, you know, I love this game and I recommend it to everybody. I mean, it is early alpha, so don't buy it if you're not willing, not ready to purchase a finished product. I have a friend that actually owns Dungeons of the Endless, but he is not yet playing it, and he is not even watching my videocast or anything of the sort because he doesn't want to spoil the fun for himself. And I actually encourage him to do that. Because, you know, the way still has a long way to go, and you may want to wait until it's finished to fully appreciate the awesomeness that this game brings. I mean, even right now with just one major update that gave abilities to heroes, this game is just so much better than it was before, and it already was pretty cool before that. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed my mini-series. That was both a let's play and a tutorial at once. We both learned a few things, I imagine. That's pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Will I make more mini-series like this? I think so. There's a high possibility of this happening again. Either when the game reaches beta or when it receives another significant update that changes the way this game plays in a major way. And this would have to be pretty big. Like, those abilities were pretty big. They did change the way I play the game personally, by, you know, a lot. So I guess something equally big, or maybe even big, would be necessary for me to restart this mini-series. Either way, we spent 3 hours as a case together in this mini-series. I hope you had fun. I had fun. I definitely did. So thank you very much for watching. Please leave a comment, leave a like, all this good stuff. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, if you want to watch more of my content. Follow my Twitter if you want to talk with me, and that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. It is PANCZASU, also known as the Mighty Mix Bomber, and I will see you online.